Hello, hello, hello. Hello, everybody. Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Let me straighten this cameras that they're a little moved. I don't know why they do they move or do I move? Everybody moves. Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Blue Witch presents Coffee Break with Laura González. That's me. I'm the Blue Witch, and I'm presenting you. This coffee break today, we have 6 oracle sets. I'm so excited about reading oracles. So we are going to do the Halloween oracle. We are going to do the Queen of the Moon oracle, the Celebration of Love oracle. No tarot today, just oracles. The Elemental oracle, the Gospel of Iridia oracle, and last but not least, or I should say first, the Divine Animals oracle. Yes, 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 that's what we are going to do today. And I'm going to try to keep track, because lately, I don't know if you noticed this, but I think it's been like a month that cards are talking to each other. They're kind of coming in together, like in a group type of thing. Okay, Instagram, where is my people? You keep telling me you're going to tell my people to come and join us, and then nobody's joining us. Where is my people? Anyway, oh, come on. Let's do this. Let's do this. Animals Oracle, Divine Animals Oracle. Let's breathe. Just realized that my shoulders were up. One more time. May the divine let us see what we need to see, and may we use that information for the greater good. Ooh, we got the snow leopard. The snow leopard is our first animal. He's the guy on the cover, by the way. Snow leopard. And the message would be, he's the watcher. Take the high road. Do not sink to the level of low vibration. Observe the situation closely before acting. Being silent is the option. Ethics is the number one concern. It is best not to continually draw attention to yourself just for the sake of filling up your ego. A little mystery is a good thing. Hello, Kathleen Lee. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Catherine. Happy birthday to you. All right, let me read this again. Everybody say happy birthday to Kathleen. There's nobody on Instagram yet. I don't know what's going on. All right. Take the high road. Do not sink to the level of low vibrations. Observe the situation closely before acting. Being silent is an option. Ethics is the number one concern. It is best not to continually draw attention to yourself just for the sake of filling up your ego. A little mystery is a good thing. There is Just Timeless. Hello, Just Beautiful. How are you? Good morning. Good morning. And here we go. Here we go. And hey, are you coming to the class this evening? I'm not. I am not. I am unfortunately unable to go tonight. And I'm like, darn it, because I really wanted to join the classes again, but right now, at the moment, I cannot join. All right, let's do card number 2. Okay, surviving, you know. I hope you are doing good as well. If you have never taken an acrylic painting class, you really need to go to Patch tomorrow. Not tonight. Tonight. You need to go to Patch tonight and take the class with Jess Timeless. Jess Timeless. All my acrylic paintings that you've seen that I've done lately, this year, is under her tutelage. Second card of today. Let's see, let's see, let's see. Ooh, we have vows. 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 Like when you get married or when you, I don't know, something. Okay, vows. Where are you? STUV. Here it is. Hello, Layardis. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Vows. Keep a promise you have made, unless there will be dire consequences for doing so. Vows are made under divine watch, so do not make them lightly. Consider your motivations carefully before setting any strong intentions. Actions speak louder than words. Prick my finger, burn the bay, I vow to thee. Vanish the eye, curb the horn. Love, truth, and loyalty. I speak my word within this mount. I make my vow upon this ground. I'll read again. Keep a promise you have made, unless there will be dire consequences for doing so. Vows are made under divine watch, so do not make them lightly. Consider your motivations carefully before setting any strong intentions. Actions speak louder than words. Prick my finger, burn the bay. I vow to thee, vanish the eye, curb the horn, love, truth, and loyalty. I speak my word within this mount. I make my vow upon this ground. Hello, Jessica McGinn. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So, guys, tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock in the morning, tomorrow, please join me for this wonderful, wonderful, wonderful class that we're going to do tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock in the morning. Bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. I'm going to have to wake up at around 7 to be ready. But I love you, so I'm going to do it. It's going to be a class on embracing our shadow, the wisdom of Tlazolteotl and Tezcatlipoca. And it's an hour class from 8 to 9. We're going to do the class. We're going to talk about shadow work. We're going to talk about indigenous concepts. And we're going to talk about what is shadow work and how the indigenous people of what is now Mexico used to work on, embracing our shadow. And it's through embracing the wisdom of Tlazolteotl and Tezcatlipoca. So that is going to be tomorrow at 8 o'clock in the morning. If you haven't signed up, go to my bio and find the link tree and find the, tomorrow, the Witches Within Summit. Or you can just go to my website and enter the calendar and then look in tomorrow and click on there and sign up. All those classes are free. There's over 15 witches, I think, presenting classes tomorrow, and they're all free. And if you want to keep the freebies and if you want to access all of the other things, then you can pay. But you don't have to pay for the live classes. So do it today. Sign up today. Catch up into what has been already posted. And then find me tomorrow there at 8 o'clock. The wisdom of Tlazolteotl and Tezcatlipoca. Jessica says, I've been feeling a little discouraged with the state of the city right now during Independence time. Are you hosting any healing circles or know of any? I host a healing circle online every last Sunday of the month, or fourth Sunday of the month, I think. And I've been hosting those for a couple of years now on the fourth Sunday of the month. It is a sliding scale event. Let me tell you a little bit about it when I'm done with the next card. All right. So we have dessert. I was gonna say dessert. I'm hungry. Number 13, dessert. And here it is. She's so bright you can almost not see her. But it's a figure of a person there swinging on the desert. Maybe there you can see it. Hello, Alexa. Guten Abend. Good morning to Germany. Solitariness. There is a difference between being alone or solitary and being lonely. Feeling confident to spend time alone is powerful. You do not need so much. Work on developing simplicity. There is more to life than accumulating objects. You can be resilient and adapt to difficult circumstances. Musa Guzman says, I need a calendar. Well, my darling, go to the website, bluewitch.org, hit on the calendar, sign up for the newsletter. It will tell you everything there, and then that way you won't miss anything. But tomorrow's class is free. And it's at 8 o'clock in the morning. So Alexa and all the people that are in Germany and England, um, it will be what, like 2 o'clock in the afternoon for you? More accessible. Okay, dessert, solitariness. There is a difference between being alone or solitary and being lonely. Jessica McGee, I think this one is for us. Feeling confident to spend time alone is powerful. You do not need so much. Work on developing simplicity. There is more than life than accumulating objects. You can be resilient and adapt to difficult circumstances. Haven't we all been adapting since January? And we will continue adapting, you know. Yeah, so the community circles that I run, that I've been running since, I don't know, I don't know how long I've been doing, because I'm a witch, Jessica. She's like, how do you know I'm doing the cluttering? I'm like, because I feel sometimes when I'm reading a card and one of you is here present live, I can feel when the card is for you. And I don't know. And it applied to me too because of the adaptation of our new reality. But let me tell you about the community circles. So community circles are online. I've been holding it. Musa, do you remember how long I've been holding community circles? Since 2020, I think. 2020. As a matter of fact, since 2020. Because we started during the pandemic. They are confidential. They are not to fix people. They are not to give advice to each other. We come together as community. We listen to each other. We witness each other. We hold space for each other. That's it. We're not here to psychoanalyze anybody. We're not here to judge anybody. We're not here to give advice to anybody. We are just here to be together in a circle. And the best part of it is if you have resources, you pay 26. If you have available but not to splurge, you pay 20. If you are on the lower end of spending money right now, you pay 13. So it literally is pay what you can. 13, 20, or 26. Musa says 2020. Yeah, that's what I think. I think we started in 2020 with the community circles, and they happen once a month. And you can find them on my website. Go to bluewitch.org, hit the calendar. The community circle is right there on September 28th. And you also, since you're going to be on the calendar, find tomorrow the Witches Summit, and you can sign up for both at the same time, right? One is free, the summit is free, and the community circle, $13. $20, $26. And worry not if you only have $13 because there are people who pay 26. This is really for the community, by the community. So, you know. Next card, celebration of love. Here it is. Peace rainbow. Empathy. Read my mind, people. Empathy. I'm so happy to have the card of empathy today. Empathy. You are holding on to prejudice about someone, something, or possibly yourself. Ask that you break through to see the universal perspective of this and to celebrate the oneness of all. You are holding on to prejudice about someone, something, or possibly yourself. Ask that you break through to see the universal perspective of this and to celebrate the oneness of all. I am in awe, thankful, and grateful for the divine to give us the card of empathy, which is such beautiful, wonderful feeling, emotion, ability, and it always begins with self. Musa. Yeah, we have to give grace to ourselves first. You know, it always begins with self. Always, always, always begins with self. So let's see what the Queen of the Moon Oracle. This month has been heavy. We have 2 eclipses happening. I don't know anything about astrology. I have tried and tried and tried and tried to learn astrology. I just can't. There are so many astrologers that are so gifted and wonderful, and I just follow them and I just watch what they put on. But there was something about Pisces and the eclipse and mm. My dear Musa, I know you. I know you do. And Musa saying I need more empathy for myself. I think we can all use more empathy, you know, especially women, particularly women of color, Latino women, Black women. We are conditioned to just give, 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 give. And when we give to ourselves, love, time, empathy, rest, we are labeled as selfish. And it's time that we do away and decolonize ourselves and decolonize that feeling and that belief of uh, that giving to ourselves is being selfish. I was telling somebody yesterday, my dear friend, take care of yourself so that you can be okay. And if that don't motivate you, take care of yourself so that you can show up for your community. You know, some people need to hear it that way, you know, because activists sometimes disconnect from their own wellness. They're so passionate about community that they are not giving that passion of wellness to themselves. And this is not a judgment call. This is a reality. It happens to healers, it happens to activists, it happens to a lot of people that do work for other people, caregiving people. You know, we want to give that care to everybody else, but we don't give it to ourselves. You know, we stand up for our friends. We go to work for our friends. We go to work for our family. We, you know, stand up for everything that is not right, but we don't stand up for ourselves. And it's not being selfish, it's being loving and caring. And empathy is not a sin and it's not harmful. That's all I'm saying. Queen of the Moon Oracle, talk to us, baby. All right. The unexpected. The unexpected. Look at that radiant world being beautiful. The unexpected. Tell me, what was the last beautiful, beautiful thing you saw? The last beautiful, beautiful, beautiful thing I saw was an altar for Day of the Dead with a photo of my little Uno in there. That was the most beautiful thing that I saw yesterday. What is the most beautiful thing you saw today or yesterday? I want to hear it. Let's focus on the beauty. Blue Moon, the unexpected. No matter how well you plan, there is always room for the unexpected to occur. Build your resilience as rare occurrences can happen. A visitor you have not seen in a long time may re-enter your life. Hello, La Dancy Nancy. Welcome, my love. The affirmation for this one says, I trust myself and in life. I trust in myself and in life. I'll read again. The unexpected. No matter how well you plan, there is always room for the unexpected to occur. Build your resilience as rare occurrences can happen. A visitor you have not seen in a long time may re-enter your life. Here's the affirmation. Breathe it in, claim it if you will. I trust in myself and in life. I trust in myself and in life. Hello, beautiful. They are almost here to visit us. Yes, yes, the spirits are here, definitely. The ancestors have been awake for a while, and the ancestors are keeping watch. I saw today was a child smile to me, says Jessica. The most beautiful thing I saw today was a child smile to me, and a friend offering to bring me soup later because I'm sick. Oh, I'm sorry that you're sick. I hope you feel better. Musa, I know what's the most beautiful thing you saw today is your daughters. I am certain, as I am here scratching my eyes, that you saw your daughters, and that's the most beautiful thing that you saw today. Um, yeah, what about y'all over there, the rest of you? What is the most beautiful thing that you have seen between yesterday and today? Speaking of beautiful things and beautiful movies to watch, do yourself a favor and watch Sinners. Do watch Sinners. My daughters and my dog, says Musa. Of course. Yes, your doggy. I know your doggy. I miss my Uno so much. The flowers my daughter sent me for my birthday. Ooh, Kathleen got flowers for her birthday. That's the most beautiful thing she saw today. La Dancing Nancy says the sunset yesterday was beautiful. Oh, La Yardis is saying you. We are mirrors for each other, my love. So let's see all the beautiful things we've collected. Daughters, dogs, alive and otherwise. Flowers, birthday flowers no less. Children, daughter, sunset, children smiling. There are so many beautiful, beautiful, beautiful things. And you see what happens when we, can you imagine? Can you imagine? So imagine the beautiful flowers of Kathleen's birthday. I don't know, but I'm imagining a bouquet with like orange, pink, white flowers. That's what I'm picturing. Then when Jessica said a little kid smiling, I can imagine that. I can see a little kid smiling. I'm telling you, Uno's photo on an altar, so you can imagine it, right? In whichever way you can imagine it. Um, and you don't know Musa, and you don't know her daughters, but her daughters are very young adults. They're very beautiful young ladies. So imagine two beautiful young ladies thriving in life. And with that little sharing, and purple, she says, Kathleen, the flowers have those colors and purple. So just by sharing this, we lifted each other. So this is kind of sort of what we do at the community circle, you know, we just share. We just share, and by sharing, we are, you know, touching each other's spirit, mind, illumination, whatever you want to call it. And yes, Sinners was a great movie. Since we talk about Day of the Dead and ancestors and all that, Sinners was a wonderful movie, and I think that since Sinners came out, um, this is my magical magical theory. I think that movie wake up the ancestors bad. I think that movie wake up the ancestors, and then it has a couple of jumping scenes because you know it involves vampires. So there is a little bit of blood. There is a couple of jumping scenes, but I think it's worth to watch because everything else that is not scary or that is not scary on a gory way, it outweighs how good the movie is. You know. Now, if you're very easily scared and you don't want to get not even one jump scare, then don't watch it. But I think it's a really good movie. There's a couple of scenes that I watched that movie 7 times now. So uh, they scare you, but that is when you pay attention, and then the dialogues are so rich. After the jump scare, almost every jump scare has a dialogue right after it that is like, whoa. Some people be saying that that movie is a spell. I'm like, okay. So a lot of ancestors are awake, and then Day of the Dead is coming, Samhain is coming, and the summer is coming. We are in tune with the earth. I could stay here for days talking to you guys. Layarde says is worth it. Yes, it is. It is very worth it. And I think now is you can rent it or you can watch it free on like streaming or whatever. Okay, last card for today. Because otherwise I'm gonna stay here with y'all all freaking day. And I have to go take a shower. Woo! We got trick or treat. Trick or treat. Or like my dear friends who have trouble pronunciation the words will say tricky treat. Tricky treat. Trick or treat. The uh, Halloween oracle, because I do what I want and I know it's too early. Jessica says I think it's in HBO Max. Yes, I think it's in HBO Max. They're not paying me, but if you have HBO, go watch it. Trick or treat. Um, should you receive the trick or treat card in your divination, it might well be a time to examine the role of play and mischief in your own life. You don't have to be a child to let go and have some playtime, and you can extend the fun to others. Sometimes we are afraid to make mistakes, and play is one way to alleviate the pressure that we sometimes place on ourselves to get everything perfect every time. Alternatively, it's worth knowing that there is a balance between manipulation and mischief. The former is not pleasant, and the other has at its core a sense of irreverent form. Stalking and stomping, eyes shining and begging baskets, faces and bodies that are no longer ours, laughing skeletons and candy caskets. How are your ESL students, Laura? There's one so far. Hey, Space Calark, welcome and welcome. Think hi. There's one ESL student so far. She is a college um, college level student, and she's doing great. We are reading. I threw a curveball the other day on her, and I gave her something to read, something very witchy that talks about energies and whatnot, and she was like, "What does that mean?" you know. She's doing great. She's doing great, and I'm open to more ESL students or apprentices of magic and witchcraft. Um, I know Catherine is thinking about that. I know Musa has been my student for a long time. La Nancy Dancy was my student for a long time. Who else here present today? Jessica, I don't know if you ever came to one of my classes. I think you have. And I know Alexa, you've also been to the tarot one. I'm glad she's doing well. I will let you know if I hear of anyone looking for services. Yes, please. I need more apprentices. I need to teach more. Please, please put me to work. So, should you receive the trick or treat card in your divination, it might well be a time to examine the role of play and mischief in your own life. You do not have to be a child to let go and have some playtime, and you can extend the fun to others. Sometimes we are afraid to make mistakes, and play is one of the ways to alleviate the pressure that we sometimes place on ourselves to get everything perfect every time. Alternatively, it is worth knowing that there is a balance between manipulation and mischief. The former is not pleasant, and the other has at its core a sense of irreverent fun. That's my last name, irreverent fun. So, trick or treat, stalking and stomping, eyes shining and begging baskets, faces and bodies that are no longer ours, laughing skeletons and candy caskets. Jessica says, I think the last one was Olympia class. That was last year, I think, right? That we were doing Olympia classes. And yeah, I mean, I've been mostly concentrated on online work at the moment. But yeah, please. Now, if you cannot be a student, if you cannot be in a class, if you cannot sign up for things, a tip is always welcome. Venmo at bluewitch, Cash App $sign 0 bluewitch1, Zelle bluewitch at bluewitch.org. Thank you all so much for watching. We have broken a barrier today. We have been here for 32 minutes. I gotta go. I love you. Never forget that you are loved. Bye bye.